unity. In October 2023, as the sky turned black over Gaza and our hearts broke, watching the news, our phones here in Sydney began to ring. It wasn't just news of the war, it was a plea for help. Families were arriving at Sydney Airport. They had survived the unthinkable. They stood at the arrival gate with nothing but the clothes on their backs, a 3-month visitor visa, and the heavy, invisible weight of trauma. Palestinian Christians in Australia was a small advocacy group. We did not have a roadmap. We didn't have a budget. To be honest, none of us knew what to do. But in that darkness, a small group of our board members made a choice. In the span of a single month, we completely pivoted our mission from advocacy to settlement. We chose to step into the unknown. We learned that when you are guided by faith, hope, and love, the right people appear. The right doors open. For the past 2 years, the story of Palestinian Christians in Australia has been a story of daily serendipity. It has been a miracle. I'm an accountant by trade, so I trust the numbers. And the numbers told me this was impossible. In October 2023, 2 years ago, we only had $10,000 in the bank. And today, because of the grace of God and the generosity of people in this room and across Australia, we raised over $1.3 million. We spent nearly $1.2 million of that directly on restoring dignity, paying rent, turning the lights on, buying food vouchers, providing mental health support. We did not just offer handouts, we offered culture, taqreez and dabke to help heal the soul. We helped over 100 families find their feet when the ground beneath them had been destroyed. Before I thank the village that built this miracle, I must first thank God. He led us to a place of goodness and peace when the world felt full of evil. Without him, we cannot do anything. I must also thank my family, my parents who are my guiding light. Without you, I am a nobody. On behalf of PCIA, I need to honor the architects of this mission, people who shared the journey with me the past 5 years. Dr. Bassam Darli, Reem Burrows, my cousin, Dr. Lily Habash, Omar Harami from Sabir, Jerusalem. You helped draft our mission, our vision, and our objectives. 5 years ago, we agonized over every word, ensuring we built this house on rock, not sand, so it could withstand the storms. The pillars we chose for our organization are solidarity, advocacy, and truth-telling, and they became our compass. To the board, and specifically to Sandy Bastoli, you are our healer. You kept our spiritual focus when we were exhausted. You have been praying every night for the past 2 years online with a group of Christians and non-Christians praying for Gaza ceasefire. We thank you to Sandy. And I must tell you about Margot Shaheen. Margot, our former fundraising director, taught me what faith looks like in practice. When the first families arrived in November 23rd, 2023, the accountant in me looked at the bank balance and said, Margot, the numbers are clear, we cannot afford to help the next family. And Margot would look at me and say, what got us here will deliver us to the next phase. Have faith in Allah. And she was right every single time. It sends shivers down my spine to remember it. Just as a new wave of families would land, the money would appear. I will never forget Bishop Basilios from the Antiochian Orthodox Church saying, I will send you $60,000 to start housing the family. I will never forget the two separate donations of $50,000 from the Middle Eastern Churches Association and the National Council of Churches. They arrived at the exact moment they were needed when the families were landing at Sydney Airport. My God, you made the impossible possible. Thank you. Michelle Herman, you didn't just deliver furniture, you delivered dignity. You volunteered for 2 years to make sure these houses felt like homes, not just shelters. In the middle of the night, you organized families, furniture to be delivered. Thank you, Michelle. When the families had no clothes or toys for their terrified children, you were there with essential packages. Thank you, Namin. Hussein Abana and Yasmin Saba, you carried the heavy load of settlement so that settlement work so I could focus on strategy. To our healers, Ramzi Jilde, Mary Wahab Sweeney, Diana Freywat, Dr. Ilham, Jurjet Rabia, and Razan Tarazi with the children, you tended to the wounds that no one can see. To our storytellers on social media and videos, John Tarazi, Ahmed Atallah, Michelle Herman, Dr. Sammy Mansour, Ramadan, thank you for sharing our truth. We were never alone. We were held up by a community of giants. Community Care Kitchen, Sana and Dawn, helping furnish with us over 100 homes. Australian Palestinian Club, especially Joseph and John, you delivered furniture in the middle of the night, in the rain, on weekends, when we had zero budget for removalists. That is love in action. Palestinian Australian Welfare Association, Qasim and Rafah, for your daily guidance and advocacy with politicians on our behalf, for listening to our complaints and listening to them. Thank you so much. To start, Yassine Yahya, Think Do Thank and Antoinette Abdul, Australian Cultural Exchange and Yemen Fayyad, SSI Suha Najam, thank you for hosting our workshops and holding space for our culture. To Gina Banjir and Nibel Habibeh for celebrating our heritage through fashion when we try to erase it. To James Harris, who started the Gaza ceasefire pilgrimage and raised funds for us when we were total strangers. James is now on the board of the PCIA Foundation. To Andrew Baxter for coordinating the Sydney Gaza ceasefire pilgrimage and for endlessly volunteering at many PCIA events, we thank you and hope to continue working with you. To Naiba, James Harris, Micah Australia, Tim Costello and Matt Davis for whispering in the ears of the right politicians. To the clergy, Bishop Basilios Monsignor Basili Susunian, Bishop Rabat, Reverend Helen Richmond, Reverend Jared McKenna, who is also on the PCIA Foundation, Reverend Beth Lindsay, Pastor Rob Rubaina, and the politicians Anthony Adam, Stephen Lawrence, Julia Finn, Linda Volz, Minister Tony Burke, Minister Jason Kay, Minister Andrew Giles, Andrew Charlton, and Senator David Shoebridge, thank you for standing with us. Our volunteers, Dina Dahdal, Lara Zikha, Zaina Barna, Christina Bachon, Mary Sweeney, Alana Sweeney, Marcus Sweeney, Glenn Sweeney, Colette Bastoli, Andrew Baxter, Joanna Nicholson, and Sarah Bailey. You are the hands and the feet of this organization. To the hundreds of individual donors who have kept the light on at PCIA HQ, we are forever indebted to you. Rest assured, every dollar we collect was used and will continue to be used to support over 500 Palestinians that we have helped stand on their feet. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "You cannot drive evil with evil, you can only drive out evil with love." For the past 2 years, as the bombs fell and destroyed homes in Gaza, PCIA was quietly, stubbornly rebuilding homes in Australia. Every bomb they dropped, we created a new home to keep safe the families. As the lives were taken there, we were saving lives here. And I want to leave you with this thought. 5 years ago, this all started as an idea in my meditation room, just me alone. And today, look around in this room. We are a community of believers stretched across Australia. If we have faith as small as a mustard seed, we can move mountains. And I believe that we are